niggas told me I'ma trap my life away. To this day, them bitch ass niggas ain't got nowhere to stay. Shoulda did you something instead of having so much shit to say. Broke ass little nigga tryna put a fire on layaway. Only did one drive-by, the rest of mine was laying. Won't speak on shit and never touch my bullets, so I know I'm straight. Jump inside the getaway, tinted up with gold plates. I know how to get away and turn something to a cold case. Fake like I'm a dapper nigga up, shoot him in his face. 40 on me baking shit, this bitch could probably cook a steak. I'm the type of nigga you can't call if you don't want nothing. Call the money London charge, beat the case with dope money. I done sold a load that another nigga was killed for. I never been a small fry on big bruh. I never been a bitch, so thinking that to get your shit, but I wasn't fishing at the lake, but got this pole that I'm getting rid of. Why these niggas call my auntie last week making threats to me? On my Jeffrey Dahmer shit, I need a nigga head next to me. 2 texts in a vest for me, don't sleep unless it's next to me. If a nigga hit me up, don't shed a tear, go bust a chest for me. White boy need a 7, he getting 5.6. Bag rich, I'ma stretch me 5 quarters out my zips. 2 2-3s inside the clip. When I come up off the hip, niggas dip. Chopper eat a nigga like a bag of chips. I don't know, I think I got that J.R. Smith inside of me. Cause I just get to shooting shit, cause I don't like to play no D. You a hitter, so am I. When you niggas tryna die, oh, you think you Popeye? I got drums like Popeye. Sold a boat before it dry. Had a lick, I had to try. I be trapping with that fire, hitting licks passing by. Mama know when I be high. Both my eyes bloodshot, smiling in my mug shot. Bag rich, nigga. Big wop.
I got Mikey with me for sure.
Speaking on shit I did or said, none of this shit I heard, nigga. We can sit down with the real niggas and dissect this shit word for word. Street poet, the vividest author, survive the trenches with no fall. Elevate through hate, nigga, no barb. Shit just make a nigga go hard. You can show a real nigga love and shit while he living. You ain't gotta wait till they kill him. Loving a nigga to death when they dead and locked up. Might hate when you get out there with him. Don't be surprised if a nigga snitch and somebody might kill him. I ain't dreamed this shit, I seen this shit. Been in it, I tell you the ending from the beginning. One thing about it, I don't never let up. Going extra hard the whole time. Tough as twine, fine as wine. Big flight, don't believe the hype. This shit official, how tight. Never been big or the meet and greet. Watch a nigga who sneak and geek.
But let me get this straight though. D-Ray, chill the fuck out now. You fucking with my mama now. Just chill the fuck out. All my mama said was, I'm not finna pull up on nobody. And she had a goddamn right to say that, cause she care about her goddamn kids. I don't know how your mama care about your baby. My mama had a right to say I'm not finna pull up I'm not finna pull up on nobody. And you gonna say she get beat up too? Well, oh, hey bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. I would die for my mama, bitch. And before I die, somebody gonna die with me, bitch. And you fucking up, ho. Chill the fuck out. Leave my goddamn mama alone, you stupid bitch. Damn, fuck that ass. Hey, a lot of niggas fucked you, bitch. Fuck that ass, freak that ass, ho. Fuck, nigga. I don't know what your goddamn problem is. Tell some shit. Tell us my mama get beat up, too. And Alicia, check this out now. I told you days ago. I'm not gonna tell you up now. So go on now. Cause look, you ain't pushing me like how your sister pushed me now. So chill the fuck out, Alicia. Cause you gonna say I ain't got no life? Let me tell you something. Anybody can spend as much of their time on social media, long as they got bills straight. That's all they goddamn matter. I eat every day. I even fed your ass one day. God damn it. So Alicia, chill out, man. Just going on about your business, man.
I gotta do A.O. Consaco. I gotta.
Cause I might tune in. A.O. Consaco, whatever the case may be. I subscribe to A.O.
In my mind, I always think, well, shout out to Big Facts Podcast. A.O. Consaco then. He came up with something I've been thinking about where he says, you should cry when your loved one jump off the porch, not when they get killed.
Not when they get killed. How we sounding? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It wouldn't matter what time. Do we sound good? it wouldn't matter what time I said we going live. It will be some bullshit every time. That shit ain't sounding right.
Candio show. She do it. She called the nigga, let him know, you know what I'm saying, I got somebody want to buy a house, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. He tell her the number and shit like that. So, they set the shit up. The nigga pulled the nigga into the hood, not at Granite Spot, but at the next street over. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, we don't know nothing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We just doing our regular shit. We posted in the trap, you know what I'm saying, and we doing us. So, he ended up catching the nigga. He ended up getting the shit in his hand, and goddamn, I guess he pulled the old 1-2 pump fake on him like, oh yeah, this shit right here looks straight, goddamn. Let me go see if my partner want to go half on it, bro. It's right there, right through there. You know what I'm saying? I'll come right back. So the nigga was green enough to let him do it. So he hop out the car, he come through the cut, and he gone. You know what I'm saying? He gone. So we sitting in the trap. This where we come in. We sitting in the trap. We see blood come running through the trail past the window. He stopped like, hey, well, I just hit a play for a whole zip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he keep running. He keep running this shit. So goddamn, we don't make too much fuss about it. Like, no, nigga gonna hit him a lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got to holler at him later on and give me some of that or whatever. So he go on, you know what I'm talking about, and he keep going like, bro, I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute, bro. I gotta get on down right now. So he go ahead and slide out and handle his business and shit. And he gone. So about 10, 15 minutes later, my grandmama old man, he out in the yard, raking the leaves, playing in the garden and shit like that. You know what old schools be on. And a car pull up. Two niggas hop out. One nigga stay at the car. They don't pull all the way in the driveway. They stay down there like at the bottom of it and park. And then one nigga walk all the way up the driveway. And the other nigga just stay out there by the car walking back and forth and shit. So I'm sitting in the trap. Got the sawed-off pump in the corner, you know what I'm saying? You call that bitch One-Eyed Willie. So I got that bitch sitting in the corner just in case anything go awry. And I see the nigga walk up and he talking to old Hannah. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama old man and shit. So he talking to him and we don't really know what's going on, but I hear the man got like excitement in his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like he talking with authority and aggression. Like, nigga, whatever, man. Hey, you need to let that nigga know whenever you, hey, nigga done took such and such, such and such. You know what I'm saying? So immediately, I'm like.
That full video is on the Patreon. All right, now get your shit together, man. Yo. How we sounding? Yo. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yo. Okay. All right, man. Damn all the bullshit. We finna get to it, my nigga. Look here. Obviously, y'all know tonight is the night that we were supposed to talk about. We was doing the we rescheduled the top 3 reason men that are 30 plus prefer women that are 20 to 26 or some shit like that. But just so happened, word came down that Ralo might be, the nigga Ralo might be all bad. And it's important that we speak on this because a lot of people, that Ralo video is how they found this channel. So it's kind of full circle that this happened. So we're not going to play no games. We're not going to bullshit with it. We're gonna get straight into it and see exactly what happened. Shot that nigga legit in his. Oh man, I can't see nothing. That's what I'm saying. I can't see nothing. Okay, is that camera? No, got it. Let's see what happened. And this is my first time seeing it too. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time seeing it too. The reason why we discombobulated is we got some new equipment in. I almost had that shit to working, but we didn't get it. But here it is.
Can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. It's you saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that, Shay. The documents that you're seeing is from a prosecution misconduct hearing.
Okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings and the marijuana? That's what the transcript say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
Queen, I was presented a situation that other. Only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rap niggas pay that money to get out of jail.
But we ain't these rap niggas though.
Listen, please consider this. I got caught with this shit on the plane. Say, what the fuck you thought I was gonna do?
Take your lick. Like shit, it's just some weed. Well, okay. Look, listen. Remember when before you got locked up, I used to always tell you, "Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. Hey,
I agree with you, Shay.
And you used to tell me, it's just some weed. So if it's just some weed, why you ain't just go in there and chin up?
Guess what?
Man, this shit say. This is what Brian Steele say. He said, if it comes out on June 6, 2018, that Mr. Davis gave information, and it says that's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well known in this community, that would not bode well for Mr. Davis or his security interests at all. Like, who they talking about though? They say well-known people in the community, like.
They talk about the people who. I had to make it look juicy for them. I had to act like these people was always my people. However, so many people.
But I mean, you told me your logic. You know what I'm saying, behind why you did what you did. So at the very least, I could respect you at least coming clean to me. But my thing is, bro, you had me in the blind 5 years behind this shit. Like, this shit, man, that shit crazy. I never would have expected that from you, man. Like, at all. You feel me?
Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. I'm a Muslim first. I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. But honestly, I didn't even think this was gonna ever come up. What the hell is like? Why is you mad? Why would you be mad?
Man, this what got me out. You had me believing for 5 years that you just kept it solid, that you ain't that you didn't cooperate. Nah, you know what I'm saying? All that's still cooperation. Whether you was working the move or not, it's still cooperation. But my thing is, you telling Queen, but you running shit across her, but you ain't even asked me. Like, no, like I would have told you, hey, boy, do not do that. I would have told you, regardless of what it would have benefited or whatever. Man, everybody know what they sign up for when they in this lifestyle, bro. A nigga just gotta take their lick. They gotta eat that. You feel me? It ain't like y'all niggas was facing no life sentence type shit.
I'm eating it, baby. I'll show you that. And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep the emotions I feel. I'm gonna get everything I feel for you. And if you don't want me to just get on feel, I'll just send it to you. I'll just take a picture of the motion so you can see the whole fight that went.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot.
I'm going to say this. Boy. I'm going to say this. Well, I hope that ain't all that's going on. I hope that a motherfucker ain't sending me no damn I'm going to put it over here. I hope a motherfucker ain't send me that on some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what's going on with that. Shout out to that nigga East Western coming through showing that love. I appreciate that, big home. I'm looking at you. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. I hope it's more than that, man. I hope it's more than that. Dog, like, but what it really shows is, my nigga, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Every dog. I heard, I was watching the interview last night. Vlad did an interview with, was it Mob James? Who was it? Jeannie Deal. And he was, because he had sat down with big time dope boys and shit like that, he was talking to Jeannie Deal about, oh yeah, because if you go in there and this, and then you can't go to jail if you did this because this is gonna happen. And I said, I need to take that clip out so I can explain. Dog, if you think that because you talk to street niggas and shit like that, and they told you something, that you can then go to another street nigga and say, oh, you can't do that because of this right here. It's the equivalent of you feeling like there's a reason why when you go to college, like, it's a whole curriculum. People that are doctors, they gotta, do damn near 20 years in school and a decade in school and shit like that. There's no way that a doctor can talk to a civilian and tell them, well, what happens when a person has a heart attack is the heart is strained because of, these things. And what you have to do is give them a bare aspirin, and that's going to take down the blood rate. And that civilian then saying to another doctor, oh yeah, when somebody has a heart attack, yeah, you got to give them a bare aspirin, and if you don't, they're going to die. Any situation that you look at where a professional in anything is talking to a fucking civilian, and then that civilian goes out like that, oh, well, this is how it goes because I talked to this person. You know, fuck how many doctors you talk to. You cannot then go to another doctor and say, and tell him what's what, because there are always exceptions to rules. And if you're in that field, then you know the exceptions to the rule. This is one of the big ways that Vlad gets niggas to beef with each other, because he takes the direct word of a motherfucker and then gives it to another motherfucker and then fights with this person. So he'll talk to Boosie, and then Boosie say something, and then he'll take that to another he'll take that to who's a gangster that he'll take that to Trey D, and he'll tell Trey D, oh yeah, if you go to prison, then you get to fuck security guards for $1,000. If you're a real nigga, if you're a real gangster, then the COs are gonna let the female COs are gonna let you fuck them as long as you have $1,000. And Trey D say, nah, that ain't how I go. Oh well, that's Boosie said it. Boosie said real gangsters get this type of treatment. And now when Trey D says, well, hold on, that's not exactly right, Vlad then goes back and talks to Boosie like, yeah, Trey D said you're not telling the truth. He said that you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, hold on. If Trey D and Boosie was talking, they could have easily came to an understanding on what the actual situation is. There's so many different variables that go into it. That's what this shit right here is. Just because you list, dog, just because you around street niggas don't mean a motherfucking thing when it comes down to what snitching and what this mean and what that mean and all that shit. Listening to that audio right there, there is no concrete. There's nothing concrete in there that say that nigga told. If you confront him on telling, then give the name. If you going by what this motherfucker just said, then every nigga who's ever played out is a rat. If you've ever pled out to a charge and took the deal, even if you don't have co-defendants, you a rat because you told on yourself. Are you fucking serious? Listen again. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's listen again.
Can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. It's you saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that, Shay. Belong to him. The documents that you see is from a prosecution misconduct hearing.
Okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings and the marijuana. That's what the transcript say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
Queen, I was presented a situation that other. Only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rap niggas pay that money to get out of jail.
But we ain't these rap niggas though.
Listen, please.
My nigga, listen to me. My nigga, listen. I don't know who that nigga is talking. Dog, my nigga, that sound, first of all, the shit sound chopped up. What you bringing to the nigga is something that a nigga should get hostile about. He's not hostile. He's laughing lackadaisical. The nigga, like, this ends your career. This ends your career. Another thing that Vlad said was, you don't get any award for not snitching. You're broke and all that shit like that. And there's, I'm not advocating people snitching, but if they're gonna charge you for 100% of a crime and you only had 25% to do with it, I'm just saying, my nigga, give a fuck what percentage of the crime that you did. If you are a street nigga, a gangster, and something gangster, y'all going to do something gangster, I don't give a fuck if you drove, I don't give a fuck if you clean the bullets. You don't say nothing about, you know what I'm saying, about that. Hey, we ain't do it. If we all decide, hey man, we gonna, you know, from the top down, you supposed to hold it down. Or you don't hold it down. But don't come out this bitch acting like, oh, well, this is why. No, my nigga, it's over with. This is why, dog, on some real shit, having that telling shit over your head, like knowing that there's paperwork out on you that you ratted, that is damn near like having an STD. Because you have to worry about anybody that you get close to, you have to worry about them finding out and them treating you totally different as soon as they find out. What we have to do with this whole street shit, with this whole gangster shit, is we have to call it like it is. When you are a street nigga, when you are a gangster, you walk around portraying that, you get preferential treatment in a lot of cases. If you move around the hood and, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have bitches who just fuck with you just because of that. You know what I'm saying? When you on the outside, you get treated a certain way. Everybody on the internet wants to be you, and motherfuckers can act like, why the fuck would you want to live that life? But this is all that they're tuned into. All that they're tuned into. Everybody wants to be a gangster, but because they know that they can't, they try to point out all the bad shit. Let's just be for real with it. Motherfuckers want to be seen as a street nigga. Motherfucker want to be able to go to the club and rock like that. The problem comes in. You want to be seen that way, but you don't want to live the other side of it, where you get paralyzed, your mother gets murdered, your child gets murdered, you get a life sentence, niggas tell on you. You don't want that side of it, but you damn sure want to be able to go outside with a bandana in your pocket, and you know that this is the truth, because all you would have to do is just look at all these motherfuckers who obviously don't want to live that gangster shit, the bad side of it, but they out this bitch pretending like a motherfucker. We have to first admit that there is an allure, and the allure, the incentive to be seen as a gangster, is the way that you're treated by the public. Fuck the old ladies and all that bullshit. There is a certain way that a street nigga, a gangster, gets treated. This is why you have these passport bros and men going to their own island where women aren't allowed, because there's always been this thing of good girls liking bad guys. Period, point blank. This is also why you have to champion the niggas who said, I know bitches like that, but I'm not going that way. I'm gonna be me. You salute that motherfucker way more than you salute a nigga who's going out there strictly because they want bitches. I want bitches, so you know what I'm saying? And they get in that interrogation room and tell because they don't feel like it's worth it then. That's the first thing that we have to address, that there are incentives to being seen as a gangster or a street nigga. It's the first thing. When you have built your reputation, your life off of that gangster persona, that street nigga image. Having paperwork over your head is something that has to be dealt with, because as you meet new people, you have to worry about them finding out and what they're going to think about it. It's always in the back of your head. You can't move through freely, just like if you have a STD. Now, obviously, it's motherfuckers who done got away with it and they can still move, but it's still eating away at them. When they look at themselves in the mirror, they have to overlook that, kind of like a bitch who knows that she can't go outside without makeup on, knows that she can't go outside without a wig on. That eats at them. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to go out, no makeup, no weave, and still be treated the same way. But they can't. It's the same thing for a nigga who, you know, has that type of shit over his head. I'm telling you this. This has to be broken down so that you understand when a motherfucker is bringing that type of shit to you. First off, it's like, dog, why the fuck are we talking about this over the phone like this? This, like, what's going on with this? Once you understand what's at stake, then you're like, all right, so this nigga is way too fucking calm for this conversation to be going on. This nigga is telling you that in paperwork, you told on niggas. And his response is lackadaisical. It's like, hold on, my nigga. Hold on. Like, it's something else going on here. I want to see the nigga. I want to see the nigga who. Did they show?
Can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your.
I don't see his picture. I don't see his picture, dog. But this is what I'm saying. I'm this type of shit this is what I be talking about. This type of shit has to be broken down by not niggas who want to get fucking you know, want to be seen and shit like that. It got to be broken down by a nigga. Fuck the dumb shit about the people around me. I know niggas who went to jail. I know niggas who got shot and all that. Fuck that. Are you a street nigga? If that's the case, we should be able to look at your resume and be able to see what that is. Dog, this hip-hop culture, it's hard to say that it has not affected the deterioration of the streets. It's hard to say that because when you got non-street motherfuckers speaking about these type of topics, not being able to understand, my nigga, Ralo didn't say nothing about telling. What was just spoken about was taking a fucking plea deal. And in the feds, it's called accepting responsibility. You get points taken off because you don't make them go to trial. I'm admitting to what you're charging me with. You got me for a count of trafficking more than this many pounds of marijuana. You got me with crossing interstate lines with the intent to distribute. I'm taking responsibility. And go on getting the fuck out y'all way. I want to make sure that we understand it, like the danger of motherfuckers who are not of this culture. Hip-hop culture I wanted to say hip-hop culture and street culture are two different things, which it is, but it's extremely hard to say that with just passion because hip-hop culture was built off of street culture. So I can understand why, you know, a motherfucker might get confused. But dog, we not talking about rap music right now. We're talking about a motherfucker getting caught trying to distribute weed. Not trying to go do a concert and somebody made a diss song. This is street shit right here. Just because you like rap music doesn't, dog, it's like motherfuckers like their fucking veterinarians. That don't mean that they can go in and start operating on dogs. Motherfuckers like the NBA. That don't mean that they can go out there and start coaching teams. Motherfuckers like boxing. That don't mean that they can get in the ring with Tank Davis because they like the culture. Dog, and a lot of this shit, man, you know, the whole fan shit, the shit was all good when fans were fans. But what's ended up happening is there is a unfettered system for a fan to be a fucking pillar in this culture. And because street culture and hip hop culture are so deeply intertwined with each other, it's not hard for, you know, bullshit to be transferred from one to the other. So you got a fan who is nothing more than a fan. DJ Academics, nothing more than a fucking fan, starts talking about the culture. Next thing you know, he's a pillar. DJ Academics is if you are friends with DJ Academics, you can get into the rap game. Who wants to get into the rap game? Street niggas. We did that with the Jeezy, Gucci, and Gauntt video. It's real street niggas trying to get in the industry. So they will befriend. You've seen this a million times where the rappers, who are the street niggas in a lot of cases, befriend the media platforms, who is the fan in most cases. And now that gives the fan, who is now media, so much power that they forget that, dog, not only are you not gangster and you not street, you're a fucking fan. That's it. That's it. The problem comes in because there are way more civilians in the world than it is street niggas, gangsters, people who commit crimes. Contrary to popular belief, there is a very small percentage of people in whatever race that actually commit crimes. So you got the real street niggas saying shit like this, but it don't go across because most people are looking for themselves in who they listen to. So they'll definitely be more attracted to Vlad and Adam 22 and DJ Academics. Because of that, and how social media culture has just fucked motherfuckers' mind up to the maximum, to where you look at intelligence by a motherfucker's numbers. If you got 1 million fucking followers, that means you're smart. If you got $1 million, that means that you're smart. That's how you have the blind leading the blind. Motherfucker don't know shit about nothing, but they bounced out with 1 million fucking followers, and now you see these motherfuckers giving advice. Dog, the shit is fucked up. It's fucked up, my nigga. So what we come to the table with, you look. Shout out to that nigga Showboat coming through. I see you, Showboat. Showboat come through. He said, showing love the real way. I appreciate that love, my nigga. We working. Shout out to that nigga Xavier Jordan. Is that what it say? Xavier Landon. Shout out to Xavier Landon. He said, all love. Let's go to work. You know what the fuck going on, my nigga. I appreciate that. They want me going to PayPal. when I'm listening to this shit, I'm trying to hear. All right, here we go. Here we go. You cannot edit a federal phone call. Wow. 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 You cannot edit a federal phone call. Look, don't nobody disrespect them. Don't nobody look. Listen, big home, because this is a very good way to prove exactly what I'm saying. I don't mean no disrespect to you, big home, but on some real shit, have you ever been in federal custody? No, I don't mean no harm, no dis. Have you ever been in federal custody? I'm waiting on your answer. Have you ever been in federal custody? No. We, like I said, Brandon, I ain't even ask you for your social media. Very simply, have you ever been in federal custody? Shout out Ernie Marshall. Ernie Marshall coming through. Hey, yo, you a master at speaking in code, my guy. I'm trying, man. You look, I'm trying to give it to him plain. You know, I'm trying to give it to him plain. But I appreciate that love. If you want to show love, go to the Cash App or the PayPal. You know, YouTube be trying to rob a nigga blind. Okay, he probably won't come back. But see that's my point. That dude, I'm gonna use him as an example. This dude, Brandon Challenger, he comes on and he makes a comment that he doesn't know before all that. He's a fan. He's a fan of the culture. The fan of the culture. You know, he's watching it. He's seeing what's going on. Hold on. Why I can't see? Hold on, B-Hung. Hold on. Hold on. So hold on. You saying Brandon Chandler? Yes, sir. In every prison I called was brought up in trial. And every person I called was brought up on trial. All right, look, all good. Look. Here it is. You've been to the prisons. Now that can explain what's going on here. Because you're on that side of it, maybe you don't know the technical side. If you listen to this audio right here, you can clearly hear that one person is free, one person is incarcerated. The person that is free obviously was recording from another phone. See what I'm saying? They were recording from another phone. After that's done, you have the audio. All you have to do is mix and match and cut, and you can take it into a. Once you have the audio, you can take it wherever you want to take it and make whatever you want to make it. What I'm saying is this: when we come through and make, statements like, nigga, you can't do that. That's impossible. And it's like, dog, not only is it possible, but it's like, why do we come like that? Because you don't know about it. That means it doesn't exist. If you don't know about it, it don't exist. If you can't fathom it, it don't exist. This is how we get this bullshit with this, like, just so many different ways. A motherfucker has never, most motherfuckers don't put their work and effort into anything to create and build anything, but they will come down with the iron fist about what should and shouldn't be done. It's the whole homeless man judging someone's house or their car. But I'm not gonna get distracted. Brandon, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for even hollering. You know what I'm saying? We won't get caught up on that. But the problem that we're having is that the person that's on the phone talking, he ain't really in what's going on. Like, he's an outsider on some shit. The question that you have to ask is, why did he do that? He's saying that he was, down with him and rocking with him the real way. But just as soon as something he didn't understand came up, he went straight to fucking recording phone calls. That's what you have to look at. If anything, dog, this was your homeboy at one time. All right, look, man, this shit look fishy. What I'm seeing right now look real fishy. Even if somebody brought it to you, man, this shit look fishy. Holler at him about it. If he don't give you a satisfactory answer, man, that's some bullshit. Hang up and get on with your life. But for you to record it with the intent to expose him, that's what everybody should be looking at. Like, nigga, you recorded that with the intent to put that out. You not no young nigga. You not no nigga. The only phone call that you fucking record is the motherfucker that you intend to put out in front of people. If a nigga recording what his baby mama is saying, he intending to use that in court. He not recording it so he can sit back on a late night and listen to it. That's what you got to be listening for. Fuck what's being said. You got to be listening for, like, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers be taking situations and just take that little piece. Just get dropped in that situation and they look at that little piece. Oh, man, Takeoff got killed. Oh, them niggas hating. But if you don't have any experience, you would, oh, that motherfucker had a heart attack. That's fucked up. He must have ate the wrong thing. But as a doctor, the doctor wants to know, hold on. He's 50 years old. Look like he in good shape. No drug usage. We need to look more into this. Because that don't make sense. Same thing with a detective. If that's your field, you don't, oh, man, he got shot and died. Well, hold on. He was on this street at this time of day. This is a good neighborhood. They pick up the garbage every Friday and Tuesday. It's a garbage bag out there. Why is it still out there? It's Saturday. If that's your field, you can, let's step this thing all the way back. Oh, man, Ralo. Oh, man, they got Ralo on the motherfucking tap, man. Ralo might be telling, man. Oh, man. You never been in no room. You've never been nowhere near no interrogation. Never. You've never had co-defendants. You've never been approached by agents. You've been walking through life and never had, but you, hey man, this was, hey man. And another thing that media motherfuckers or rap motherfuckers will do is because you talk to one nigga who been to prison, or one nigga who sold dope, or one nigga who got a body, and now you gonna talk to everybody like, oh yeah, my nigga he killed somebody and he said it's just why is you talking to me like you, and then you gonna ride dick, want to bring a nigga name up? You the one saying this shit, coming to me like you are the fucking authority on something, and then you, oh yeah, I know it because he brought it up. Like that's hoe shit. That's what hoes do. Hoes will, I'm gonna go get my old man. That's what bitches do. If you hate the street so much and the street don't make sense to you and all that shit like that, why the fuck do you want to sound like you want to get information so you can run down and like seem like you are more street than the motherfuckers you talking to? I don't like that shit, my nigga. Listening to this shit, this nigga ain't said, dog, if you was in the interrogation room, you looking at these motherfucking agents and shit like that, it's so... Dog, if you've ever fought a charge, if you've ever, I'm not talking about no bullshit. I'm talking about if you've ever fought a charge and the detectives want to talk to you, this is a case that you're going through. In order to understand what they know, you got to keep the conversation going. I'm like, oh. I don't want to hear this shit, man. Dog. And that's why I say, my nigga, like, dog, I'm not one of them niggas, dog. I'm not one of them niggas who, listen, my nigga. I'm telling you, my nigga, like, in real life, when you put, first of all, let's get this shit straight. There is no way that you can love anything in the street. If you are a street nigga, a real street nigga, then you are supposed to love the streets more than your mother, your daughter, everything. Because when it come down to it, and you have to choose between going home to your sick mother, to your daughter who needs you, you got to choose to go to prison. That's why you walk around with the badge of honor. Got in the game and played it the way it was supposed to be played. You can dress it up how you want to dress it up, but if it's a nigga who is outside talking about he trapping to support his family, you need to look at that nigga. You doing this for your family? If you in the street, you going to jail. So if you doing this for your family, what else would you do for your family? If you really care about your family, then you will go to McDonald's and get a job. You will get your CDL, something that won't ever come up to where you got to choose between this and this. For your family, you will give them folks what they need so you can go home. That's why you salute a real street nigga. Like, man, that nigga, woo, to be that dedicated, woo. That's the difference between a motherfucker who just want the good shit because you out there, you getting the fast money, the bitches, and all this shit like this. But as soon as it get a little rough, you gonna that's why, like I said, this new shit we got coming is gonna be very, very heavy. But understanding that, and you can say that came from the mob, the mafia said, if we call you, the mob comes before your family, you know what I'm saying, your dying family members, whatever the fuck. If you at that moment say that, if a nigga asks you, so look, right now, you can actually do this right now. Send this clip to your loved one who in the street and shit like that, and tell them, ask the nigga that you next to right now, smoking the blunt with, or riding to go hit a lick and whatever. Ask them, would they choose their daughter over the street? And if they say yeah, then it's like, okay, so you saying that if you get arrested right now and they tell you that, you can tell on me, or tell on me and go home to your family, or you can go do a life sentence because you won't tell on me, which one would you choose? Motherfucker will do anything that they can not to answer that question. 10 years, let's say 10 years. If you tell on me, then you get to go home to your family tonight. But if you don't tell, you got to do 10 years. That'll make a real awkward situation, because what's supposed to happen is a motherfucker say, I'm going to go and take my time. Well, obviously, you don't love your family then. 10 years, you know how much shit your child is going to need, your mother's going to need. You going to choose, and that's that's the whole shit. Your old lady, your wife, your children, your elderly parents, they're going to tell you, do what you got to do. We need you here at home. We need you. We the ones who really love you. We need you. But as a street nigga, that's a no-no. That is the decision that should be made as soon as you jump off the porch. As soon as you jump off the porch, you saying, dog, if it come down to it, my family just going to have to, come and visit and fuck with me like that, because I'm not telling. That is the question that you propose to a motherfucker before you catch the charge, and just see what they respond. And if you want to make it real, make the motherfuckers ask them that question in front of their family. That's what you need to do, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers be playing with this shit, dog. Motherfuckers be playing. Motherfuckers be playing. They be high and they be playing around. Everything all good right now because you riding around, smoking good gas, popping pills, fucking with bitches. You are going to get arrested. There's gonna come a situation where a nigga try to kill you. And what you supposed to do is, if they arrest that nigga, you do everything in your power to get him out of jail. You don't let him go to jail. While you walk around while you walk around with the strap in your pants and all this other shit like this, moving around, knowing that everybody look at you like a real street nigga and a real gangster. If you know that you're not with that shit, you got to give all the good shit up. But niggas don't play it like that. And that's where shit get fucked up at. But that's real street shit I'm talking about. This shit right here, this is play bullshit. This is a nigga who been hating and wanted the opportunity to expose a nigga that he been not fucking with. It's too much playing going on outside, dog. It is so fucking real outside right now that it's scary. And the scariest part about it at this point is 95% of these niggas who is outside in the street thinking about robbing somebody right now, they planning on robbing a nigga. 95% of these motherfuckers don't even understand, can't even comprehend getting a double-digit sentence. They can't even fathom being away from their house for more than fucking 90 days. When that pressure comes to them, they're gonna fold. So what you got outside, and this, I've always said that this is the worst thing that could ever happen, I feel, is that you find out that the person who killed your child, as soon as he got locked up, he started crying. Sorry. Soon as he found out that he's facing 25 years to life, he started crying in interrogation. I really ain't supposed to be out here. I really just supposed to, I was supposed to go to school, and this is. I'm telling you, it would make you feel better if you found out that this person, for whatever reason, wanted to kill your child, purposely did it. But to find out that they are just a bitch, and they've been a bitch the whole time, and they did all of that bullshit they did just so that people would accept them. This is what I'm bringing to you. Niggas are not ready for that other side, but motherfuckers is steady out this bitch playing like it's a joke. Because you get shit like this going on. Ralo, oh man, Ralo on the thing, he told, are you fucking serious? Why didn't you give a name? Man, yeah, you on here saying that you are against methamphetamine and heroin. Are you serious? Dog, it's so annoying because it's like right there, it lets you know like you've never been in any trouble ever. Like you've never, but you stepping, this is my problem. You step into a nigga and you have no understanding of what the fuck is going on. But you stepping down on a nigga like, man, I thought you were solid. You were supposed to go down and take the time. Hold on. So you wanted him to take it to trial. They got him red-handed. Take it to trial. Tell him that you're not guilty. And go and take them. Hold on. So I got a plea deal in front of me if I admit that, yeah, that those bricks was mine. Those bales of weed was mine. Dog, that shit would be so fucking annoying. And then you trying to overtalk a nigga when he trying to tell you what the prosecution brought. Dog, if it's rat comes with names, not objects, not dope, it's names. I do admit that this that A.O. Consaco gave me 20 bricks of fucking coke on the 3rd of fucking April 2023. All this nigga did on this shit was, oh man, you were selling weed. I can't believe that you copped out to selling weed. Man, dog, this, Lord, let's listen again. I need to make sure that I'm not tripping.
Can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. It's you saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that, Shay. Belong to him. The documents that you see is from a prosecution misconduct hearing.
Okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings and the marijuana. That's what the transcript say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
You cooperated against heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and shootings. What shootings, my nigga? Like, dog, say the shooting. Were they his shootings? Were they his shootings? Is that what he wrote in his proffer agreement? Meaning that everything that I put on the table right now, I cannot be charged for as long as I tell you everything and you don't find nothing else. I've shot it, nigga. I've sold heroin, cocaine. I've sold weed. I have. The proffer is the repentance. The repentance charge. So repent, that means you tell all of your sins and you start anew. How long? Dog, Ralo has had to be locked up for at least 5 years. 6ix9ine has risen and fell. And look at how many rappers have died and snitched and all caught Ricos and everything. Why don't we have the man who Ralo told on? Fuck what you know about proper agreements and the law. Where's the man at? Even let's do the dead man shit where you can tell on the dead man, and where's that man at? You got the page 12-257. What was the name? You saying marijuana and all this cocaine and shootings. Where's the fucking name? Dog, and a motherfucker would wonder why I'm so upset about this shit. Dog, this shit is getting out of control. This urge that people have to get as close as they can to the street instead of being the best you that you can be, you want to get as close as you can to being a street nigga. You can't talk about your life. Your life is getting as close as you possibly can to street niggas. That's your built-in excuse. Kind of like a nigga who got STDs. Well, I ain't want to have sex no way. Sex is bullshit. And he make it his life mission to dog. That is the men going their own way shit. Like, or the man verse, whatever shit. Like, I'm going, instead of me going and finding the type of women that I like and going on my life dating the women that I like, I'm going to talk about the women I don't like and call the men who do like them, I'm gonna call them simps. And all day long, I'm gonna just point out the bullshit that the women I don't like, I'm just gonna point out the shit that they do. Look at that. Oh, look what this black girl did. Oh, you gotta watch black women. Look at this black woman. Oh man, look at that black woman. You're actively trying to find love. Oh yeah, I like white girls because white girls, they don't have all that attitude. Where's your white girl? Where's your Asian? Where's your Hispanic girl? You're lonely. And to counteract that loneliness, you start pointing out, so it's the childish thing where a kid likes another kid's shoes, and because he doesn't have them, them shoes ugly anyway. I wouldn't pay all that money for them shoes. They really ain't that tight. Maybe even go a step further and try to fuck the shoes up. You want to be a street nigga, but you don't have it in you. So, look, see, that ain't really snitching, ain't that? You caught me with weed. I admitted to selling weed. You will knock some more time off. Look, I'm accepting responsibility for this proper agreement. Hey man, I done sold coke. I done sold heroin. Man, I didn't have shootouts. Well, shootout. I had a shootout on Backstreet Road in '92. I had a bazooka and an RPG, and I had threw a IED. And like 3 people died. So yeah, I be doing shit, man. The more shit that you have, the more points get knocked off. Whatever, however, the situation you put in. And the nigga said, you know the code, man. You know the code. You ain't even supposed to be sitting down with them folks. What that is a motherfucker reading a book that says you shouldn't have sex. The think like a man shit. The girl read the book. You ain't. Her homegirl is married and has been married for 20 years, and she's single, coming to the party, and then she tells her homegirl that we had sex within the first 80 days. And she like, oh no, oh no, that relationship ain't gonna work. Your relationship ain't gonna work out. You can't have sex before the first night. You gotta wait at least 90 days. So first, I have she married 20 years. How many? So has that 90-day rule, has that worked for you? Well, I really, well, I have high standards, so I don't mess with that. I don't. Hold on. So you criticizing me about a 90-day rule because you read it in a book, but you haven't even done it to even know if it works. You haven't even done it, but you're preaching it to me because of something that somebody told you. You see what I'm saying? You talking about a fucking code. You're not supposed to go sit down with them folks. What I'm telling you is only a person who's never been in that situation will think that it's black and white. I'm trying to build my defense. In order to do that, I need to know what the fuck they know. I can get a lot of shit from them just from talking, but as long as what comes out doesn't incriminate nobody, these are the fucking feds. All of the resources they got, you don't know what the fuck. You don't know. I'm telling you, my nigga, it's just like I said, it's some hating shit going on, and I'm baffled by it. I'm thrown off by it. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's like, dog, if you are that interested in this street shit, you're an admitted non-street nigga, admitted non-gangster, but you continuously want to tell gangsters and street niggas how it's supposed to go from shit that you heard. You don't understand that shit go on a case-by-case basis. It's just, dog, the shit is disgusting to me, my nigga. It's purely disgusting to me. Man, shout out to that nigga Egg. Man, come on, man. Hold on, my nigga. Shout out to that nigga Edgar Allan Cole coming through. That nigga said Big Holmes ain't playing. Nah, I'm serious about this, my nigga. I'm serious about this. This shit, I don't appreciate that shit. Real talk. Shout out to that nigga Big Mark Entertainment came through. He said, no talk. Love from Atlanta. You know what it is, my nigga. We working the real way. Shout out to J-Mac coming through. J-Mac said, keep standing up in they chest. Frost, turn the fuck up. You know something too. I seen that. I seen it, my nigga. Oh, shout out to that nigga Ernie Marshall. He came back through on the app and showed love. No words, straight love. I appreciate that shit, Ernie. You know we working. But no, I just, you know, like I said, I wanted to you know, come speak on it and see what was going on. Now if we gonna transcend, you know, then let's transcend. But the problem that we're having is just that simple. It's a mirror of this lonely man syndrome. Men that can't get bitches are online all day. Niggas who can't get black women to date them are online all day talking about black women instead of trying to go date other women that they claim they like. Dog, a lot of these people in the hip-hop media are disguising their hatred for gangsters and street niggas behind, I'm just trying to help out. I'm trying to keep kids away from the shit. Like, dog, let that. There's so many ex-gangsters who are doing that. Dog, if you are a hip hop platform, talk about hip hop, man. Talk about hip hop. You go look at these motherfuckers' comment section. These motherfuckers are just going wild, saying anything. If you tell, then you. All you gotta do to make a non-street motherfucker believe that a nigga told is say that a nigga told. Ralo caught snitching online. Oh man, motherfuckers won't watch the video, just go straight to the comment section. Oh yeah, I knew Ralo was a rat. All these rappers is rats. Ralo been telling. So but that's something that a non-street person would do. You don't feel like it needs any type of credibility. You just go straight to the comment section because it's not real to you. You don't understand how big that is. You don't understand how big that is. I told y'all a while ago, like, dog, most of us as street niggas, as gangsters, we found out as we got older that we had dedicated our life to something that wasn't even real. So all that we have after our prison sentences, after our loved ones died, and you know, all this time we gave to the state and all this shit, all we have is that badge of honor that we stood up. We didn't do nothing funny. We didn't deal with no we didn't take advantage of elderly or minors, and you know, we ain't weird, you know what I'm saying? We did not fold when the pressure hit. Fuck the streets. When the pressure hit, did you fold on the people around you? Give a fuck what you're doing. When the pressure hit, did you fold? For you to betray your friends, like it's no matter where you go. Fuck what's moral in all this. We was in this together. We did it together. And here you is because you you betrayed us. And motherfucker don't want that on their jacket. So it's one of them things. That's always a hot spot for me, man, because it so much was given up for no reason. At the end of the day, it was given up for no real reason. Us lucky ones, we were able to look back and see how much time we wasted in the issues and the problems that we caused. Those of us who are unlucky never got to see that, whether not seeing it at all or not seeing it in a free world. But to just have people who don't know shit about shit except from what they heard, and they so much of a bitch that they'll really talk to you like they have experience, only for them to say, my homeboys, you know, I've been around some, man, my homeboys. Dog, why are you talking to me like you're my equal, only for you to say that you've only lived the shit vicariously through another motherfucker, when that person wouldn't talk? You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't say the shit you saying. So that's all that is. Niggas got to get their shit together. I'm working with I wanted to get that new thing set up tonight, but I am on a new system. So let's see if we can't, hold on. Let's see. Okay, that's the layout. Hold on. See, I'm just learning it. We on the laptop with it. I'm gonna have to call Grump up. I'm gonna have to call Grump. I can't see it over here. I want to try something. Hold on. I don't know why I can't see it on this screen. Hold on. Because I saw that what's his name was able to do this. Let's come up from. Do you know who Dipset is? Tell me. Let me see how far we go back. Let's see. You know who, man?
The music was worse back in the day than it is now.
All right, y'all. We finna go and get out of here, y'all. We finna go and get out of here. We finna go and get out of here. You. Let's come up from. Do you know who Dipset is? Tell me. Let me see how far we go back. Let's see. You know who, man?
The music was worse back in the day than it is now.
All right, y'all. We finna go and get out of here, y'all. We finna go and get out of here. We finna go and get out of here. You. That's my baby there. Dog, I wonder why.
Preaching to somebody who just want to rip and run the street, because if that's already inside of them, it's already there and they're gonna do it, whether they do it under the guise of people who are not gonna let them rip and run, and you could just come over here and kind of pretend to be doing what you're doing, but this is about business and we're gonna teach you about being a grown man, whether you agree with what a grown man is or not. That's the thing. We got this thing where you want to fight about what a man is, or you want to fight about what a woman is. It's like, you don't have to agree with a street nigga being a good role model to a 10-year-old who wants to be a street nigga. You don't have to agree with that, but you're not going to tell me that if you came in that bitch with a suit and a bow tie on, that fucking 10-year-old would listen to you, because you know they fucking wouldn't.
Talk to him, Nate. Talk to him. Yeah, I hate, man. But yeah, so like I said, and yeah, we went over. But it's all good. Love. I just wanted to come in and speak on that. That was bullshit. Unless something else come up on it, that's bullshit. Dog, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Handle your business. We got some heavy shit coming. I appreciate everybody who came through and rock with us the real way. We are doing the top 3 reasons. Was it 3 reasons? Top 3 reasons older men will prefer a younger girl. This week, we'll see y'all in a minute. Love.
And you ask yourself, as a man, would you want your wife or your significant other sleeping with the boyfriend of your daughter? And something else I didn't like about it is the pure hypocrisy of it. Give you a very clear example. Look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was destroyed. Career ruined. He lost millions of dollars. Behind what? Cheating. The man broke no laws. He broke a vow to his wife, which was wrong. But did he deserve to lose millions and be humiliated? Then you look at the flip side of that coin. Didn't Jada get popularity because she did the same thing to Will, cheated on him and humiliated him?
You better talk, nigga. You better say that.
On that red table talk. That man looked like he had been crying. Man, you tell me Will wasn't crying before he came on that show? That's no way to do anybody. Nobody. And I definitely don't think that's the way a wife should be doing her husband. Put out there for everybody to see.
Hold on, we gotta run that back. He said that shit. Hold on.
And you ask yourself, as a man, would you want your wife or your significant other sleeping with the boyfriend of your daughter? And something else I didn't like about it is the pure hypocrisy of it. Give you a very clear example. Look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was destroyed. Career ruined. He lost millions of dollars. Behind what? Cheating. The man broke no laws. He broke a vow to his wife, which was wrong. But did he deserve to lose millions and be humiliated? Then you look at the flip side of that coin. Didn't Jada get popularity because she did the same thing to Will, cheated on him and humiliated him for the whole world to see on that red table talk? That man looked like he had been crying. Man, you tell me Will wasn't crying before he came on that show? That's no way to do anybody. Nobody. And I definitely don't think that's the way